Get ready. In just 3 days, an extraordinary celestial event, one that graces our skies only once every 14 years, is poised to unfold. And if you're contemplating merely observing this phenomenon from the sidelines, I urge you to reconsider. Because on April 13th, 2026, precisely at 1030 a.m., the cosmos is set to unveil a potent portal. This isn't just a metaphor. It's an energetic gateway capable of literally drawing your deepest, most cherished dreams directly from the ethereal realm and grounding them into your tangible physical reality. This isn't merely another planetary alignment, nor is it just another full moon or a common Mercury retrograde. This is the formidable Mars, the warrior, the planet of raw action, relentless drive, and pure physical force, colliding head-on with the enigmatic Neptune, the planet of profound dreams, vivid visions, and divine inspiration. This powerful conjunction occurs precisely at the very genesis of Aries, the zodiac's starting point. When these two opposing yet equally potent forces merge at such a pivotal cosmic juncture, the very fabric of reality itself becomes remarkably malleable, open to significant reshaping. But here's a crucial insight that almost no one is sharing. If you've been experiencing an undeniable, almost overwhelming urge to finally act on a long-held dream, a persistent feeling that you physically cannot remain still any longer, then keep watching closely. There's a very specific, deeply personal reason why this sensation is stirring within you right now. I'll delve into its exact meaning later in this discussion. So, ensure you stay tuned, because before we unveil that explanation, you need to grasp one absolutely critical truth. This cosmic portal doesn't simply bestow miracles upon you on a silver platter. It demands something profound in return. And without understanding what that demand entails, you risk completely overlooking and missing the opportunity of a lifetime. Truly, this is unlike anything you've ever encountered. Let's establish a foundational understanding. Mars and Neptune are polar opposites. Mars embodies fire, aggression, immediate, decisive action. It is the unhesitating warrior charging fiercely into battle. Neptune, in stark contrast, represents water, dissolution, profound surrender, the mystic gracefully dissolving into the boundless cosmic ocean. When these two fundamentally distinct energies are brought together, especially within the highly assertive, pioneering, me-first energy of Aries, the most driven sign in the entire zodiac, the result is nothing short of an energetic explosion. For the past 14 years, Neptune has gracefully navigated its native sign of Pisces. This era imbued the collective consciousness with soft, dreamy, and compassionate energies, yet it also brought confusion, escapism, and at times a complete detachment from reality. For over a decade, humanity collectively engaged in lessons of surrender, forgiveness, boundary dissolution, and merging with the universal flow. However, that era has now decisively concluded. Neptune transitioned into Aries in early 2026, ushering in a complete paradigm shift. The age of passive spirituality is definitively over. We are now entering the potent era of the spiritual warrior, where your visions are no longer mere ethereal concepts floating idly in your imagination. Instead, they demand to be actively fought for, fiercely protected, and ultimately materialized through direct, tangible, physical action. And it is on April 13th, when Mars, the dynamic ruler of Aries, converges with Neptune in this newly inhabited territory, that this transformational energy truly reaches a fever pitch. Mars in Aries, in this specific alignment, is akin to a magnificent racehorse finally unleashed from its gate. It operates at its absolute maximum power, completely unfiltered, devoid of any hesitation. And when that raw, primal drive seamlessly fuses with Neptune's extraordinary ability to access the boundless realm of infinite possibility, That is precisely when genuine miracles manifest. But these miracles are not for everyone. They are exclusively for those who possess the wisdom and insight to harness this energy effectively. The universe is accelerating at a pace far quicker than most realize. Here's what the majority of people are failing to grasp. April 13th is not an isolated date. It serves as the climatic peak of an intense 11-day cosmic sequence that has been dynamically building since April 8th. This entire astrological sequence is meticulously designed to take a profound dream, something that has resided solely within the depths of your mind, heart, and soul, and rapidly manifest it into your physical reality at lightning speed. Allow me to meticulously outline the unfolding events. W8, Mars, still gracefully transiting Pisces, forms a harmonious sextile with Uranus. This marks the initial disruption, the sudden jolt, the pivotal moment where something deep within you unequivocally snaps, compelling you to declare, "I can no longer continue living like this. Something absolutely must change." It's that exhilarating electric shock that powerfully dislodges you from stagnant routines you've been entrenched in for far too long. Suddenly, you transition from feeling utterly drained and passive to experiencing an unstoppable surge of invigorated energy. Your physical body craves movement. Your mind demands action. All previous hesitation completely vanishes. 6 April 13th, Mars meets Neptune. This is the grand opening of the portal. It's the moment of profound vision downloads. You don't just idly think about what you desire, you vividly see it, deeply feel it, and know it with absolute unwavering certainty. It's as if the universe itself presents you with the fully formed, comprehensive blueprint for your future, ready for immediate construction. April 16th. Mars forms a powerful sextile with Pluto. This initiates the empowerment phase. Whatever formidable obstacles previously stood in your path are now on the verge of complete obliteration. This alignment imbues your vision with raw, transformative power, rendering you truly unstoppable. The definitive seed of a new beginning is powerfully planted, supported by an unprecedented 7 planetary bodies, all simultaneously stacked in Aries. This marks the most potent new moon of the entire year. Seeker, April 19th. Mars meets Saturn. This is the critical phase of materialization. The dream, previously floating in the ethereal, powerfully crashes into solid reality. What was once intangible and abstract becomes concrete, structured, and physically manifest. If your vision was constructed upon illusion, it will swiftly collapse here. But if it was authentic, genuinely aligned with your soul's truth and backed by integrity, it will solidify and become permanent. This entire transformative sequence spans merely 11 days. 11 days to transition from being stuck in repetitive patterns to actively living in a completely new reality. This is not ordinary. This is not how manifestation typically functions. Yet, it is precisely what is happening right now. 3 signs are about to experience miracles. While everyone will undoubtedly feel the intense influence of this Aries energy, there are 3 specific zodiac signs uniquely positioned to achieve monumental wins during this portal. And by wins, I mean truly life-changing, reality-shifting breakthroughs that will make you exclaim, "I can't believe this is actually happening." If you identify as an Aries, a Taurus, or a Pisces, you absolutely must pay incredibly close attention to what I'm about to reveal, because for you, the ethereal veil between thought and tangible reality is about to become astonishingly thin. Aries, your entire identity is being reborn. Aries, this is unequivocally your moment. This is the pivotal month that will sculpt and define the next decade of your life. Right now, you have the Sun, the Moon, Mercury, Mars, Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron. a staggering 7 cosmic forces, all simultaneously occupying your sign. This immense concentration of planetary power resides in your first house, the realm governing your self, identity, and physical presence. When Mars, your formidable ruling planet, unites with Neptune in your first house on April 13th, you're not merely receiving a temporary confidence boost. You are undergoing a profound, comprehensive spiritual and psychological rebirth. Everything you once believed yourself to be is now gently dissolving. The protective armor you've worn, the masks you donned for survival, the aggressive, defensive posture you've maintained for years, all of it is being washed away. What remains, raw and authentic, is the real you, the soul, aligned, spiritually connected, divinely inspired version of yourself that you've long concealed beneath layers of baggage. And here lies the true miracle. Mars is bestowing upon you the raw, untamed energy, the undeniable courage, and the unstoppable drive to immediately step into this radiant new identity. This is the month where you bravely launch. You initiate that business. You brilliantly rebrand yourself. You boldly embrace that leadership role. You become the person you've always intrinsically known you were destined to be. Furthermore, the universe is endowing you with an unparalleled level of charisma, magnetism, and an almost otherworldly appeal that will captivate and command attention. However, there is a significant catch. You absolutely must release the old version of yourself first, the version that instigated conflicts merely to feel alive, the version that acted impulsively out of sheer boredom, the version that mistakenly conflated confidence with aggression. That outdated version of you must unequivocally die. And on April 16th, when the sun converges with Chiron in your sign, you will confront the final, deepest wound of your past self, allowing it to surface completely for healing once and for all. After this profound release, you become truly unstoppable. The new moon on April 17th powerfully plants the seed of your new reality, and by April 19th, when Mars meets Saturn, your revitalized identity becomes permanent, impeccably structured, and utterly undeniable. Taurus, financial abundance, is flooding. In age, Taurus, while Aries rightfully commands attention with their dramatic rebirth, you, in your quiet and steadfast manner, are diligently constructing an empire. And the universe is rewarding your efforts in the most tangible way imaginable, with money. The entire Aries stellium is transpiring within your 12th house, the esoteric realm of the subconscious, hidden enemies, and profound karmic closure. This signifies that while others are captivated by the dazzling fireworks, you are engaged in deep, invisible, transformative inner work. The Mars-Neptune conjunction is actively clearing out psychological blockages you weren't even consciously aware of. Self-sabotaging patterns, deep-seated fears of success, and antiquated beliefs about scarcity are all being dissolved behind the scenes. Concurrently, your benevolent ruling planet, Venus, is gracefully moving through your sign for the majority of April. Venus in Taurus is widely considered one of the most financially blessed placements in all of astrology, effortlessly attracting luxury, stability, and tangible material growth into your life. It's as if the universe is extending an offering, saying, "You have endured enough chaos. Here is your well-deserved reward." But the situation becomes even more remarkable. On April 13th, precisely as Mars and Neptune swing open the manifestation portal, Venus forms a perfect sextile with Jupiter. Venus-Jupiter aspects are famously dubbed the millionaire's aspect, embodying expansion, immense luck, and abundant prosperity, all synergistically rolled into one. You are perfectly positioned to receive unexpected raises, highly profitable business opportunities, or sudden windfalls that appear to materialize out of thin air. Then, on April 23rd, Venus meets Uranus in the final degree of Taurus, just before both planets depart your sign. This marks the grand finale of an impactful 8-year cycle. Since 2018, Uranus has been relentlessly shaking up your life, disrupting your stability, and compelling you to rebuild from the ground up. But now, that period of constructive chaos is definitively over. You are stepping into a brand new chapter, equipped with hard-earned wisdom, an unshakable confidence, and the abundant financial resources to unequivocally back up your loftiest dreams. Your miracle may not be loud or ostentatious. Instead, it is solid, utterly reliable, and enduringly permanent. And it is coming, whether you feel entirely ready or not. Pisces, your dreams are finally profitable. Pisces, you have been patiently anticipating this precise moment for 14 long years. Neptune, your intuitive ruling planet, has been residing in your sign since 2011. This means you spent over a decade deeply immersed in profound spiritual waters, experiencing heightened intuition, boundless creativity, and, at times, debilitating confusion. You've consistently embodied the role of the dreamer, the mystic, the artist. Yet you've also contended with exhaustion, feeling overwhelmed, and constantly questioning when your beautiful visions would finally yield tangible returns. Well, the prolonged wait is officially over. Neptune gracefully departed your sign and entered Aries in early 2026. This pivotal shift redirected the planetary focus from your first house of identity to your second house of money, resources, and self-worth. And on April 13th, when Mars powerfully collides with Neptune in this exact financial sector, you are about to undergo a massive, much-deserved financial awakening. This is the definitive moment where your ethereal, spiritual gifts finally become monetizable. The art you create, the healing work you offer, the spiritual services you provide, the creative projects that have long floated tantalizingly in your imagination, they are now demanding to be brought to market. And Mars is imbuing you with the aggressive courage and fiery impetus to actually make it happen. For far too long, you have undervalued your inherent worth. You've freely given away your precious energy, accepted less than you truly deserve, and perhaps even convinced yourself that spiritual individuals shouldn't concern themselves with monetary gain. But that ends now. The Mars-Neptune conjunction is profoundly teaching you that your unique gifts are immensely valuable, and the universe is empowering you with the fire to demand appropriate, well-deserved compensation. And here's the truly best part. With Mars leaving your sign on April 9th, the emotional fog that has subtly clouded your mind for months will completely lift. Suddenly, you will experience unparalleled mental clarity, establish sharp and healthy boundaries, and possess the physical stamina required to execute your meticulously laid plans. You are no longer merely dreaming, you are actively building. Your miracle is the financial stability you've been fervently praying for. It manifests as debt clearance, the successful launch of a profitable venture, or finally being paid what you are genuinely worth. And it is happening incredibly fast. Remember what I said about feeling that unstoppable urge. Here's why. Snuff. At the beginning of this discussion, I shared that if you've been feeling an overwhelming, undeniable need to take action on something you've been dreaming about, there was a specific, profound reason. This is it. Mars in Aries does not passively wait. It does not overthink. It doesn't meticulously analyze every conceivable outcome before making a move. It simply acts. And when this powerful Mars energy fuses with Neptune, that action becomes divinely guided and imbued with higher purpose. You are not merely moving forward due to impatience. You are moving because your soul is finally in perfect alignment with your physical body, and both are vehemently urging you to step forward. That pervasive restlessness you've been experiencing, that's not anxiety. That is your higher self, meticulously preparing you for the monumental transformation that is about to unfold. Your body instinctively knows something massive is approaching, and it is getting itself ready. But here's the crucial piece of wisdom nobody tells you. You have to trust it. You must take that decisive step forward even before you feel completely ready, because the miracle doesn't manifest once you possess all the answers. It manifests precisely when you courageously take the leap anyway. But there's a shadow side you need to know about. Now, before you plunge headfirst into this portal, believing that everything will be an effortless stream of sunshine and rainbows, we absolutely need to address the inherent danger. Because Mars and Neptune, in their powerful conjunction, can indeed create astounding miracles, yes. But they also possess the capacity to foster profound delusion, zealous fanaticism, and catastrophic mistakes. Neptune, at its core, acts like a cosmic fog machine. It obscures clarity. It romanticizes reality. It makes you perceive what you wish to see, rather than what is genuinely present. And when you combine that obfuscating influence with the aggressive, impulsive force of Mars, you inevitably find individuals making reckless, ill-advised decisions based entirely on illusions. This is the very energy that can convince someone to prematurely quit a stable job because they experienced a vision that tragically turns out to be nothing more than a fantasy. This is the energy that propels people into relationships riddled with glaring red flags because they are romanticizing conflict or projecting idealized versions onto others. This is the energy that can tragically create spiritual saviors who justify destructive behavior under the guise of serving a higher calling. So, how do you skillfully avoid this treacherous trap? You implement the strategic pause. Despite the overwhelming sense of urgency that Mars naturally instills, you must consciously enforce a deliberate delay between the intuitive hit and the physical action. You absolutely have to give yourself sufficient time to ensure the fog has genuinely cleared and that what you are perceiving is, in fact, real and grounded. Ask yourself honestly, is this vision truly aligned with my soul's highest truth, or is it merely my ego attempting to escape discomfort? Am I genuinely moving towards something meaningful, or am I running away from something I fear? Is this decision fundamentally grounded in love, or is it rooted in fear? The individuals who truly triumph during this portal are the ones who can keenly discern the crucial difference between genuine, divine intuition and mere wishful thinking. And that distinction demands brutal, unflinching honesty with yourself. The final threshold, April 19th, changes everything. Here's the stark truth about manifestation that most spiritual teachers conveniently omit. The vision itself is only half the battle. The truly challenging part is ensuring that your vision survives its crucial contact with reality. And that is precisely what unfolds on April 19th, when Mars meets Saturn. Saturn is the great equalizer, the planet of unyielding structure, rigorous discipline, and harsh, undeniable reality checks. When Mars, carrying the nebulous Neptunian dream, powerfully crashes into Saturn, one of two definitive outcomes will occur. If your vision was painstakingly built on solid ground, if it was genuinely aligned with your soul's purpose and meticulously backed by real, consistent effort, then Saturn will grant it permanent, tangible form. It will become a robust structure that endures. It will become something substantial upon which you can genuinely build a fulfilling life. However, if your vision was constructed upon illusion, wishful thinking, or dubious shortcuts, Saturn will crush it instantly, brutally, and without mercy. This is the ultimate final test, and you will know within mere hours whether you have passed. Some individuals will awaken on April 20th to a new job offer, a signed contract, or a life-altering breakthrough that reshapes everything. Others will awaken to the sobering realization that they were pursuing a fleeting fantasy all along. The fundamental difference lies here. The people who emerge victorious are the ones who committed to the inner work, the ones who fearlessly confronted their shadows, and the ones who moved with unwavering integrity instead of desperate urgency. The universe is watching what you do right now. Here's what you absolutely must grasp. This isn't just about April 13th. This entire week serves as a profound test. The universe is intently observing how you choose to show up. It's watching whether you bravely take action or retreat and hide. It's watching whether you trust your innermost intuition or allow fear to win. It's watching whether you are truly serious about manifesting your dreams or merely idly talking about them. Because this cosmic portal does not reward mere talk, it rewards decisive movement. It rewards unwavering courage. It rewards individuals who are willing to step boldly into the unknown, even when they don't possess all the answers. And if you've journeyed with me this far in this discussion, then that is precisely you. You are one of the discerning few who are truly paying attention. You are one of the sensitive souls who can keenly feel something monumental brewing. You are one of the prepared individuals who is ready. So, what will you choose to do with this potent opportunity? Will you allow this incredibly rare moment to pass you by? Will you permit fear to convince you to remain small and confined? Or will you profoundly trust that the vision you've been relentlessly carrying, the one that simply refuses to leave you alone, the one that keeps you awake at night, is unequivocally real? And that now is the time to fiercely fight for it? Because in just 3 short days, the portal will swing wide open. And when it does, the people who are truly ready will bravely step through. They will claim their well-deserved miracles. They will materialize their most profound dreams. They will undeniably become the authentic version of themselves they were always meant to be. The ultimate question is, will you be one of them? If you're still watching, I extend my sincere gratitude for your dedicated attention. Should you have found this content enjoyable and wish to explore more insightful discussions, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is deeply appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, take care, and remember to subscribe for more profound and insightful content.